So I'm Simon Redfern. I'm founder of the Open Bank Project and CEO of Tisobi, the company behind the Open Bank Project. In 2006, I was watching the BBC and I was seeing more stories about corruption. And I thought about what about a new type of bank where all the bank accounts would be open for everyone to see as a way to target corruption and to lead to more financial transparency. And such a bank would want to have an API so that an ecosystem of applications and services could be easily and cheaply and securely built around the bank, so the bank becomes bank as a platform. If you think about websites are basically human interfaces to data and services. And APIs are technical interfaces. They provide access to the same data and services, but they don't have things like fonts or colors and layouts all around the data. They are also better for security because you can use a technical system called OAuth, which means that users don't have to give their passwords away. So that makes it easy for application developers to build cool, innovative applications. Companies such as Google, Facebook, Twitter, Amazon, eBay, they all expose APIs to third-party application developers. And so we think that banks can do the same thing. Over the last couple of years, we've been evangelizing about the Open Bank project. We've built a standard and an open source implementation. We've got about 17 applications and services which are already connected to the API. So these applications range from business analytics to PFMs to funny applications like the singing bank. We have an application called the Social Finance application, which allows account holders to define different views on their bank accounts. So they can have everything from closed data to completely open data. This application can be used by charities and NGOs who want to open up their data. They can also decide which data they want to be open and which data is closed, if you will. So this is good for privacy and commercial confidentiality. We produced an application called the Speaking Bank, which is good for the visually impaired. We produced an application called Banking Banquet. So this shows that, for instance, teenagers might want to have a gothic view on their bank account. So this is good for financial education. We produced an application called Time Balance, which account holders can use to see the balance on their accounts. We have partners in Nigeria, America, Poland, who are interested in deploying the Open Bank project to different banks. And through one of those, actually, we're connecting to 2 Nigerian banks at the moment. And we've done proof of concepts with some tier 1 banks in Europe. We've done hackathons in Paris, London and Berlin, where we get innovators coming to explore new financial applications and so on. And we've got several companies who are using Open Bank Project to open up their financial data on a real-time basis. We want to speak to governments around the world to persuade them to use open bank accounts for foreign aid money and for publicly funded projects. So corruption and fraud is kind of like a vicious circle. So if in a society where corruption is endemic, basically it leads to less information and people feel less engaged. There is less money for education, for social services, for healthcare, and so on and so forth. Therefore, people don't trust in the society, in the state, and therefore they're more likely to be involved in corruption. The more transparency you have, that allows citizens to become more engaged, to start to trust again in the structures, and more money goes back into the state, and it becomes generally much fairer. We provide tools which make it easy for account holders to gradually open up their data. At the same time, we provide tools and services so that there is more competition, there is more innovation around the banking space, which is also good for kind of cool capitalism, which democracy needs.